The Adam Pacini dance. Whatever it is.
You love it.
You love it. You flipping love it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's you flipping love us here on this place where we are. I don't know where we are, but what I do know,
we're back on the J+J SecuriCast podcast.
Hey,
with our 69th episode.
Nice.
Oh, I was gonna tell you because I already mentioned it to you. It was about how you there was a Monty Python moment that I didn't understand.
Right. Oh yes, Biggest Dickus.
I've heard of that before somehow.
Yeah,
but not Sussus Amogus.
Yeah, that was just a parody of Biggest Dickus.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. And I was trying to tell you about how I didn't get to watch Monty Python and the Holy Grail because just as we were watching it, the power went out for a week. Hurricane Sandy, and then we realized that we're old because Hurricane Sandy was a decade ago.
10 years ago, yeah. I think I remember Hurricane Sandy correctly. That was high school, I think.
Yeah, it would have been our junior year.
Yeah, it was high school, and ended up having to crash at my cousin's house about an hour away from us to, like, sleep in a warm place. But we got, like, Dunkin' Donuts, like, for, like, 3 days in a row in the morning, so that was fun.
That was nice.
Yeah.
I can imagine. I can't imagine, going back into work like that next day from something like that either. Like any kind of job almost, like from that going back in after being closed for so long. The people that had to like, because what was it, I came home from actually a semester at Ryder, I remember, and it was for spring break, but there was snow.
Oh really? Wow.
It had snowed, I think. Yeah, it was when we were rooming together, and tree in front of my house had fallen over, knocked out power lines, and my house had no power as I was coming home for spring break.
Cool.
Like, there's so much, like, opposite and wrong with, like, it's spring break for one, and you having snow.
Yeah.
That's just where it starts. That's just where the beginning of problems and everything are. But we gotta stay away from problems. We gotta get to some nicest enjoyment time. Because once again, we're on episode 69 here. Where are we? Oh wait.
First I'll tell you that I'm Jordan.
And I'm Jared.
And welcome back to the J+J SecuriCast podcast, fully loaded edition. A podcast about who cares?
We care. My the way I just said my name there, Jared. Oh my gosh, it's stuff we care about.
If it's stuff that you don't care about, you can check the time codes and description that Jared lovingly takes the time to write out after this while editing. But tonight we're talking about things like reflecting on our favorite memories of the now sadly dearly departed Kevin Conroy.
May he rest in peace.
Bandai trying to steal my money again. And we got our double main event, I guess, of we both saw Black Panther Wakanda Forever. We're going to give our thoughts on that. And our predictions for AEW's Full Gear, which is happening in like 2 days.
Yep, I'm going. It's happening right by us.
Yes.
It is going to be a night, and it better not be a night, though, that it ends super duper late again.
Well, I mean, so far, what's the card like? It's got, like, aside from not counting the main card, is like 10 matches? That's not too bad.
Currently, it's 10. That's a good amount of matches. That's true. I mean, like, I feel like we've seen maybe more from an AEW show before. Like, at least 15, I think.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Including pre-show, I think. So hopefully it'll be kept a little bit brief.
Exactly. I kind of hope that they take the Eliminator tournament off the card. I get that they kind of deserve to be on the card, but, like, it's a lot already.
Keep it as something to bring in the TV viewership.
I guess so, yeah.
Because more people are going to see it on the TV, but then more likely like the buy-in, I would think. Yeah,
and I'm going to be honest, almost no one in here do I see beating Jon Moxley or MJF.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, this tournament isn't going to go anywhere, no offense. Oh, the final is going to be on Dynamite now.
Okay, then.
Next week's Dynamite. Okay, so I think it's going to be Lance Archer and Ricky Starks tomorrow night, and then that winner of that faces Brian Cage for to face Ethan Page.
Mm-hmm.
Cages and pages. Anyway, starting off with one of the things we usually like to start off with, it's time for some J+J Travels.
Yeah. Didn't do a lot of traveling this weekend. I mean, this is kind of work-ish related, I guess, but I had on Friday last week, I went to a company dinner party, which was celebrating our 40th anniversary, which was last year because of the pandemic and stuff.
40 years.
40 years. It was everyone was invited to come from across our 3 offices across the country. And we all got together at a hotel. It was just a nice little dinner at decent little venue. Yeah, there's some karaoke. That was fun. There was a miniature snowman building contest, which I just decided, screw it, I'm gonna make 2, and it was fun.
Mm-hmm. Did you win?
No, I don't think I won anything.
I was gonna say
it was just fun to do, and it also got me a little more comfortable in a big social gathering, so that helped. And then we had dinner. Steak was okay in parts. It was a little red on some parts, unfortunately, so I didn't eat all of it.
Oh, you're not a red meat guy?
No, I like pink.
Fair, very fair.
I ordered steak, so it's I like it medium or medium rare, but
exactly.
it was starting to border not on bright red, but in between safe medium pink and red. So I'm I don't know. It was kind of sus.
I think my aunt likes it to be a little red. She likes to be it pronounced mooin, I think.
Okay.
To which apparently that's an actual thing. I thought it meant mooing like a cow's is still basically alive.
Something like that.
It might be a real thing. I could be wrong. I don't remember. I don't know. Chat, if mooing is an actual word, let me know. I can't remember.
Yeah. So it was just a nice night. Me and a couple coworkers actually bonded over some Formula One talk about the season as a whole, which was actually nice. It was nice to find something of interest common of interest that we both had, and hopefully he starts coming into the office more often. He does come in once every other week, but most of the office is gotten used to remote work and stuff like that, and we're not pushing super hard for everyone to come back to the office now. The policy's still look, if you just want to work remotely from home for whatever reason, you absolutely can. That's up to you, but you're always welcome in the office as well. So that was just my travels event, I guess, that I did. So
hell yeah. All I did really was other than going to my normal Staten Island trip that I do to go see my girlfriend, I went ice skating yesterday.
Cool.
It was a lot of fun. I hadn't gone ice skating in a while. It was a nice little free skate. There was only me, my friend who invited me, and 2 other people on the rink. Which was kind of nice. So we got to talk and catch up on stuff. That felt really good. So shout out to Madison. You're awesome. Let's known you since our moms were both pregnant with us.
Wow.
I know, right? And it was a lot of fun. I like ice skating a lot, but it's not something I go do often. And to the point, well, it's something enough that where I could I have the skill still and I can go around the ice quickly enough.
Yeah,
but I can't. I'm not can't do any tricks or anything like that.
No, definitely. I'm you would be scared to jump, right?
I actually
I'm scared
can
to
jump.
Even jump. Okay, then.
I did jump. I didn't do it yesterday, but I have jumped done a quick up and down on the ice with both my feet. Yeah, but literally it's me and Madison are talking, I'm going forward and she's skating backwards. I'm how are you doing this?
Yeah, that makes me that makes me nervous. For me personally, it's
we're talking about a serious topic right now, and all of a sudden you're going backwards on me, and I'm worried you're gonna hit the wall.
Yeah.
And
for me, it's I'm afraid I'm gonna jump and I'm gonna land on my skates, but the skates are gonna stay right on the ice and indent themselves in the ice, and I'm gonna go forward without them.
What do you prefer, ice skating or rollerblading?
I think I prefer rollerblading a little bit. I don't know, but I think it's a little more fun. But roller skating is more fun because it's you can slide on the ice, even if you fall. even you fall, it's funnier because you slide for a good few feet.
I think it depends really, like, because I think I'd rather rollerblade on like a rink there, like, you know, where it's like nice and more solid ground, and not like, because like I rollerbladed outside before, like in a neighborhood or something, but oh my god, remember when I had those rollerblades for like a second at the beginning of sophomore year?
I think so. Yeah, I remember we had those.
I bought them from our friend Megan or Mage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I bought them from Mage, and I think I wore them like the next day, freshman year. Wore them the next day at the radio station, where I was suddenly as tall as people, as a lot of other people at the time, and then I brought them back the next year, where I barely used them. Might have thrown them out pretty quickly because they weren't actually lined up very well with the skate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, either that or I was just schmucky. I guess I prefer ice skating. Like, you have to dress up a little bit more warmly, but like, you can go. I feel like I prefer going faster on the ice skates than rollerblades, or at least I've never been in a situation where I can really go fast on the rollerblades.
Yeah, definitely. Well, another benefit for roller skating, I guess, is that like once you get out of the rink, you can't really go very fast, like without busting your ass. You can just sort of walk around. Whereas rollerblading, you get idiots that just crash into each other.
Oh yeah, a lot more. Like
they step up. They don't know when to stop.
They don't know how to stop.
Yeah,
that's the problem. They got the brakes on them.
Been to many a birthday party when we go to like a bowling alley / rollerblade alley, and I've seen two kids collide, and it's pretty fun.
I've never seen a combo of rollerblading and bowling though. That's different.
Yeah, like one half. I think one half was the bowling alley, the other half was rollerblading. I can't remember what the place was.
I did 2 times have rollerblading birthday parties, I think, because they were just was nearby the one of the roller rinks, and it was just an easy birthday party.
Yep.
It is what it is. Moving on from there, we move into what we are going to get to our main stuff to talk about now today, where we want to first give tribute to the life of Batman, Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, sadly passed away earlier this week. It was apparently, I just looked at it, was intestinal cancer, I believe.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and from what I understand, like he never publicly said that he was sick.
Just like Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah, kind of similar to that, yeah.
Another good connection for later, which is weird but negative, or sad. Weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad that we've lost the guy. He died at 66 years old. Obviously, Kevin Conroy was most famous for voicing Batman over the years. Started voicing him in 1992 in the animated series, and his last role as Batman was actually this year in the Multiverses game.
Oh my god, in Multiverses.
Yeah, with all the Warner Brothers stuff. So he voiced Batman for 30 years.
Exactly 30 years as Batman.
Yeah, that's kind of insane. For me personally, I think I got a toss-up of like, there's obviously like many great lines. I think one of my favorite ones, low-key, was it was one of the Justice League episodes where Batman ejects out of his Batwing or Batplane or whatever and just says, "Attention all Justice Leaguers," and I'm paraphrasing here, "Attention all Justice Leaguers, I could use some air support because I can't fly at all.
I'm falling.
That would be good." And of course, Superman comes in at the last second
just to get him.
And he's so calm while it's just like a normal call in. He's just like, "I can't fly at all."
It's like, just imagine the rest of the conversation, like, would it actually have been like, "Guys, help me, guys!"
Yeah. Clark, being a dick and help me. Yeah.
Lots of clips keep coming up for me too of like Batman stuff, of like Batman being the only one that think that Superman was still alive. Batman being suspicious of the Martian Manhunter, I think, or some other character. Lots of different Batman clips from the Kevin Conroy's time as the character have come up for me on Facebook or Instagram and anything like, and it's just a delight to see. And I don't know, I want to go back and watch a lot of some of those like big classic ones, or like at least I know I want to watch Justice League someday. I need to watch that shit.
I would say what I think. Oh yeah, Batman Mask of the Phantasm has like a really varied performance for him, not just him playing as like the Batman side, but also the Bruce Wayne side, because it goes into sort of grief and a crossroads at some point in Bruce's life about him not going down that path of vengeance. I won't really say what else. I enjoyed him playing Batman during the Arkham video games, like all throughout.
Great series of video games.
Great series of games. I loved him as Old Man Bruce in Batman Beyond.
Oh, that was always so entertaining.
As just a surly old man, and I really loved him in like this mentor role. I thought it was really interesting to see for a change. But yeah, you look at that man made a career off of that, and he wasn't even initially a voice actor to start. He did a lot of theater work before. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing right here he was in a performance of Hamlet. He's done Lolita, A Midsummer Night's Dream, and Eastern. I know three of these. I don't know this last one, Eastern Standard. Never heard of it. But A Midsummer Night's Dream is a big class. It's an old William Shakespeare one. It's Shakespeare, I guess. Oh wait, Lolita's not Shakespeare. My bad. That is a play adapted by.
What, like the anime stuff?
It's an old book. No, it's an old book from 1955 that he performed on Broadway for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Lolita. Oh, I just understood what you said. It took me a sec. Took a sec. Went
Nani at
right over
before me.
Right over and bam down.
All right. Well.
Yeah. But rest in peace, Kevin. Jinx.
Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. You absolutely phenomenal man.
I'm gonna give a nice little shout. Also, he was one of the voices of Alien X in Ben 10 Alien Force.
Oh, well, yeah, the multi-voice thing. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I believe he was in the Masters of the Universe Revelations Netflix show. I think he voiced Merman, which one of the villains, which was a nice surprise as well.
Yes,
so he did a lot of varied work, but mostly was just like
and Hodak,
like Batman.
And he did a voice for Hordak from He-Man and the Masters. Is there two different He-Man shows?
Yes, there's two different He-Man shows. There's the Masters of the Universe one, which is like directed by Kevin James, and then there's like a 3D one that's aimed at, I think, a younger audience.
I don't like the way it looks.
Yeah, it's super cartoony.
Oh my god, it's like 3 seasons of the show are all released within a single year.
Wow.
Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. Great actor.
Will be missed.
Now, a Silk Spider Society movie?
Right.
Oh my god, I heard about this.
Yeah, so this kind of got sort of shown up today. So apparently, and this is just, I think, still I'm labeling this as still kind of in rumor territory since I just don't really know much about this stuff, but Sony has recently announced a partnership with Amazon Prime Video and MGM to start producing some live-action Spider-Man series. The first one is focusing on Silk. It's about a woman named Cindy Moon who gets bitten by the same radioactive spider that Peter Parker did. She's searching for her family, and she takes on sort of like this, I was about to say, like Spider-Man-esque role, but she's, Silk, not Spider-Man, as in like web Silk.
Oh, okay.
So who's going to come on this? The showrunner is going to be Angela Kang. Producers Phil Lord, Christopher Miller, and Amy Pascal, who are all producers on Into the Spider-Verse, will be joining the crew. It's no real sign of who's being cast yet. I do wonder if this is going to lead to a live-action Spider-Verse sort of thing.
That could be possible.
Which I wonder if that means we're gonna get
Miles. Or
Miles is the big one. I mean, we're getting an animated Spider-Verse movie sequel.
Oh yeah,
that should be coming up soon.
Across the Spider-Verse?
Yeah, Across the Spider-Verse.
That's what I thought it was. It's like part 1, isn't it?
Apparently, yeah.
I think so. It's good. It's like a part 1, part 2 type of thing. And hey, that
absolute balls.
I know, right? Well, I mean, hey, they put out that first Miles Morales one. And in my opinion, it is still the best Spider-Man movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's definitely up there.
More than No Way Home. No offense to the No Way Home stands out there.
Yeah, definitely.
As good as that movie is. God, that's almost a year ago too.
Yep.
Time moves too fast. I don't like it.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, but exactly. That's all for that story.
I found something that I did want to mention. Henry Cavill being recast in the Witcher series on Netflix.
Yes. Amidst basically confirmation that Henry Cavill is returning to his role as Superman, he is leaving the Witcher series. And apparently, from what I understand, and actually, Jared, this is your story, go ahead.
Oh, just from what I know is that he's being replaced by Liam Hemsworth.
Mm-hmm.
But brother of Thor.
Okay, and I was about to ask you actual relations to Chris Hemsworth?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, and there's a third Hemsworth as well. Who, if I remember correctly, plays the actor version of Thor in the Thor movies.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, he's in Ragnarok and Love and Thunder. He's the actor for Thor.
Right, yeah.
Opposite Matt Damon. God damn, Matt Damon and Melissa McCarthy are part of the MCU.
Ugh.
I say ugh mainly to Melissa McCarthy, not to Matt Damon, because Matt Damon, I feel like, could have played something. But it's at the same time just not for him, the MCU. Yeah. He's not that kind of actor.
Yeah.
So, do you care about him as Superman? What did you think honestly of Cavill as Superman? And have you seen any of The Witcher?
I saw the first episode of The Witcher. I liked it. I liked it for what it was, but it was one of those things where it's just like, oh, that was good, but I don't really have an interest to continue with it. But I can see why people would like it. Henry Cavill as Superman, I mean, I think like everyone that has ever been cast as Superman has been, a winner pretty much.
Even the Superman Returns guy?
I thought he was fine.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, but Henry Cavill's just been in bad movies as Superman, so hopefully he gets a chance to be in a not bad one, a decent one at this point.
Fair.
Yeah. But
I'm one of those people that likes Man of Steel.
Yeah, Man of Steel has its good points. It's just, I feel like that was a movie that was just sort of all over the place.
Definitely. I'll tell you, the thing that set me off the most, though, was, or at least in that movie, was, I think, just the amount of product placement in fight scenes. It kind of made me laugh,
then they fought in, small town America, and someone went through, an IHOP or a Denny's or something like that.
I think it was an IHOP, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a Dunkin' Donuts. It's like they stuffed this whole action scene with all the product placement.
Yeah.
I don't remember it entirely, but there was a lot of brands from what I remember there.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go on from there to see how Jordan is apparently about to lose a bunch of money.
These fucking pricks. All right, look. Joe Bandai. I already pre-ordered Shadow Moon. I gave you $90 for that Shadow Moon figure that's coming from Black Sun. What more do you want? Well, apparently they ain't done. Because there was a recent Evento Mundo. There was a Tamashii Nations event, which Bandai, that's their subline for their SH figure arts of various franchises, including Kamen Rider, amongst other things. And they just announced a bunch of stuff. Shout out to Toku Photo Biz for just the full collection of photos, mostly. So I'm just going to run through these real quick. Hopefully everyone gets a visual here, and Jared gets a visual. So first we got Kamen Rider Geats, who is the new main protagonist rider for the current show. They showed him off. Not only are we getting the base version of him, they're also having the balls to sell the blank version too.
Why?
Because there is a armor change gimmick for this franchise. So basically,
it pops
the new Kamen Rider show is inspired by, of all things, Fortnite, and it's a battle royal. And there's been about a dozen riders so far, and we're not even a quarter way through.
Did you say?
And the thing is with these gimmick, you've got different armor. You got white and red, and they've shown off two other riders that you can swap the armor with, which is Kamen Rider Buffa.
Pause for a sec. A, yes. Fortnite, ew. B, did you say a dozen writers on this show?
Yeah, a dozen characters already, yeah.
Oh, characters. I was confused. Okay, that's not so bad. That makes sense.
Yeah, common riders.
Yeah.
There's a dozen of these armored dudes running.
Oh, you said riders. I thought you said writers, and I was like, why do you know about the writing team, and why is there 12 of them?
No. Yeah. Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's multiple writers for this show, too, because there's a dozen of there's just so much going on. But we also got Kamen Rider Tycoon, who is a Tanuki rider, ninja. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this design, and there was the armor components. I'll look it up later. Basically, it's you can swap off, the shoulder pads, bottom of the mouth plate, torso, all of that, and you can swap them between the Kamen Rider Geats figures. I have the Kamen Rider O's, fit some of them, and I've tried the form swap gimmick. It's a little tenuous.
Really?
And those figures are expensive. So I'm a little nervous about this. But what I'm not nervous about is they're finally doing, for 01, they're doing Arc 1, the evil version of like the main character from 01, and this thing looks... Yeah, this thing is like the evil version.
Did they make a Kamen Rider version of that Sonic villain from what was the game? The one that took less than 3 hours to win? It looks like Infinite.
Yeah, yes. I was about to say. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's almost inspired by Infinite. And
just so you guys know, Jordan doesn't show me a lot of these images before I have to click on them myself. So that came to me like instantly, like the Infinite thing.
Yeah, and then you got like the fully upgraded Redemption Form 02. Really like this one, like the red gauntlets and whatnot. What else?
Not huge on that, on how neon yellow that is, but that's personal.
Yeah, it's like bright neon green. Yeah, it's even like the rider suit is actually like glow in the dark.
Ooh, that's nice.
So so that's kind of why it's so blindingly bright. But we also got Big Daddy, Deathstream.
AKA a Beatamon.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, he looks like a Digimon, pretty much.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. What else do we got? We got a upgraded version of, this is a small picture, upgraded version of Rider Man, the dude with no mouth plate. Him and his weird, like, rope arm. He's an old school rider from, like, the 70s. So we got that.
Yeah.
Got, what is this, Horby? Oh god, now I'm trying to remember all their names because it's been a while since I watched.
Sorry, you got a lot of them.
Yeah, Horby Arc Scorpion. Yeah, there we go. So it's just like and we'll see if this one sells out immediately like base form Horby did. I hope not. And then we got the showing off reveal.
Nice.
You got the showing off reveal of the rising forms, that these 3 down at the bottom here of the blue dragon, green Pegasus, and purple Titan, which the rising forms, and you can see like the normal alternate forms as well. Rising forms is essentially just more gold trim and bigger weapons. I gotta get
cut of those crazy trims of those. Jeez.
Yeah, all delicious gold paint. And what else? Oh yeah, there's Kamen Rider Black Sun again, although this time with like a interesting, like the marking. I wonder if that's like a different version. And they're getting his Battle Hopper, his signature bike. I'm surprised they're actually still releasing bikes because
nice bike.
In the past, like, they have not really sold well. Like, I've seen a lot of these Kamen Rider bikes that get sold separately. Like, they tend to end up on clearance.
Yeah.
But I really like this design for this one, and I guess the last thing that to reveal is the cutest thing ever is they're releasing Love Cov. They're releasing Love Cov and Vice together. Basically, Vice here. This is the base form of the Jared. You remember the Kamen Rider tag team of Kamen Rider Revice, which is like Revi and Vice. This is.
I think so.
This is Vice's like default form, like his non-transformed form, because he's an actual demon. And then you've got Love Cov here, which is another character's demon, which instead of being like a dude in a suit, it's just a giant plush toy.
I was gonna say, is that a plush toy or is that a wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man?
No, it's meant to be a plushie. It's meant to be like, what, you know, like those like super cute Pokemon costumes in Japan that are just like giant fluffy things.
Yeah, you mean balloon like?
Yeah, almost like the balloon ones that people are inside.
Yeah, I think so. I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's basically an answer to that. So, Bandai, the Lord has tempted me again. God damn it! I just wanted to show that because
that was nice.
God help me.
God help Jordan and his wallet, please. Well, I'll say this: everyone else's wallets were certainly loose this past weekend as Black Panther: Wakanda Forever was released.
Lots of money.
Theaters. Oh my goodness! Yeah. I don't know the box office yet, but oh my goodness!
I thought I saw something like 400 million.
Oh.
Already?
Wow.
A week in, which doesn't really surprise me.
Wow.
Oh, wait, hold on. I got it right here.
Oh, go for it.
Yeah, I just have the Wikipedia article that basically said the film has grossed over 400 million worldwide.
Jesus.
Yeah, with a budget of 250 million, so
almost made it back. Almost made that budget back.
Yeah, almost. We'll see.
Remember, folks, if you ever want to look up a budget of a movie, whatever they announced it is, double it.
Yeah.
Because as much as they spend on the movie, they spend like as much that same amount on just the advertising alone.
Yeah, marketing. Yep.
Marketing and advertising. And as whether or not did it produce, though, a good movie?
I think so.
I think so as well. I think that this was still a good, very fun, enjoyable movie.
Yeah, I liked it, but man, I don't know what it is. Every time I watch like a Marvel movie, and not a TV show, but a Marvel movie, it's like, oh man, that fatigue's still there. Like I still haven't gotten up from Endgame yet.
You still haven't gotten up from Endgame?
I never will.
Oh, I thought for me, I think that what brought me back was No Way Home at first, but now we're at, I guess, was it the 7th movie in Phase 4?
Fuck.
Because the first was Black Panther, starting and ending with movies that begin with the word black.
Yeah.
Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Thor, and Black Panther.
Yeah. They got Black
films.
Adam in there to confuse everybody.
Oh, God. Again, with that, too.
Yeah.
How much did that make? I just heard it's not good.
So, like...
Let's talk about this movie.
All right. What do you want to get into first?
The plot. What happens in this movie? Okay. They're all sad because Black Panther's dying.
Yeah,
they don't know
T'Challa
why.
is gone. They just say he died of an illness.
Yes, they're not specific about it. They keep it quiet and private to himself. That's how they keep it they keep to that in the movie, just like how Chadwick Boseman obviously kept it a secret in real life, really.
Yeah, I was about to say, I found it kind of weird. Like, there was a line that she said, like, you know, T'Challa never told anybody, but I'm like, is this a little too close to real life? It's a little, like, is it a little uncomfortable? I mean, I was okay with it, but I'm like,
I think
they wrote that.
I was like slightly uncomfortable with it, but then like I was just also then feeling emotional too, just because, you know, it's very sad when he died, and they open up with like the Marvel like logo thing, and it's just all him.
Of course, yeah, it's a big tribute to him.
Exactly. You don't see him in the movie at all, other than flashbacks later, and then a painting, a mural painting of him in the beginning. They try to keep it, you know, limited.
Yeah, definitely.
Which I think is very honorable and respectful. Though, I do wish that they could have just recast.
Well, they made the decision now, so, and I mean, like, they're starting to explore the whole, like, multiverse, like, alternate universe thing, so, I mean, if they want to bring in, like, a different Black Panther, they can. You know, they could. If they really want to, but I think it's fine things are fine the way they are now.
They started off with the funeral. It's very, very sad.
Mm-hmm.
And while that's all happening, the rest of the world is like, hey, Wakanda, you guys have got like WMDs and stuff with that vibranium. Please, if you're going to join us in NATO, give us some of that vibranium. Give it to us, or else we're going to freaking take it ourselves. You know, we'll be peaceful about it and everything, too. And then Queen Ramonda comes into this meeting and is like, you're peaceful, huh? You mean like all the France, like all these guys here? Were these guys peaceful? They shot up some of my people.
Yeah, and just brought in like the rogue soldiers that tried to break into like a Wakandan facility housing vibranium. I think.
I wouldn't say rogue. I would say that it was planned out by the French government.
Yeah, Jesus, real smart.
Oh yeah. And because the rest of the world is trying to look for vibranium, it's very powerful, and it can help out with that. And it can help people destroy their enemies, I guess, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then apparently in the U.S., they've got vibranium detection machines that can go underwater. One of them breaks down, and that's when we're introduced to Namor.
And the Talokian people.
Yes. Which, by the way, like, Jared, like, are they blue? They're blue when they're on land.
They're blue on land, but they're regular people in the water colors.
Yeah, I guess. Because I guess they're rehydrated in the water. That makes sense. That's what makes sense to me.
I guess so. But Namor's different from all of them. Namor is himself, I think, some sort of mutated man. Maybe
Namor is like supposedly like the first.
Oh.
He's like the child of the first mutated person.
Yeah, because that's what happened hundreds of years ago. At least 500 years, I think they're trying to suggest he is, right?
Yeah, he's hundreds of years old.
God damn. and the leader and king of this kingdom underwater that's all secret, and the people are trying to find their vibranium because they find like some sort of vibranium shell around them, or that's surrounding, I guess, their thing, and all of a sudden this rig gets attacked, and
pretty much,
and they're like, there was vibranium in the ocean, Wakanda. Can you explain why there's vibranium in the ocean and why you attacked us for looking at that vibranium that we found? We found that vibranium in the ocean.
Yeah,
it's
American. That's great. Finders keepers.
Exactly.
And they immediately go like, "What are you talking about? That was not us." And then eventually Shuri and
Ramonda.
Ramonda,
they're all sad.
Yeah, they're all sad, and they're trying to. This whole movie's about how people deal with grief, and Shuri just kind of dismisses the whole like spiritual aspect of it very early on.
Yeah,
which I think is like an interesting role for her character, because she's the tech, she's the gearhead, she's the tech head, she's very practical oriented, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. She's about thinking her thoughts and getting them out there. What was it about? I heard a comparison that like her character arc in this is similar to T'Challa's arc in Civil War, where he was getting over not wanting to kill and defeat the man who killed his father.
Yeah, revenge,
basically. Yes.
Yeah.
In this case, well, we'll get to what the revenge is actually later, but yeah. So that's what Tenoch Huerta as Namor. What do you think?
I really liked him. I get the feeling like he's gonna end up being like one of the better villains,
I think,
of the MCU overall, because I think like a lot of them end up being pretty weak.
And he's not even really a villain. He's like an anti-hero. No,
yeah, he just wants what's best for his kingdom and his people. Really, so not too dissimilar from that of what T'Challa was and like Shuri is.
Exactly, just trying to protect their kingdom and keep a legacy keep them surviving for long.
Yeah.
Talking about other characters and such, Okoye
continues to be great.
Oh yeah, Okoye just continues to be great and one of the funniest characters in the MCU.
Yeah.
By intelligence alone. So big shouts to Denai Guerrera.
Yeah, M'Baku kind of just takes a bit of a backseat.
He really does. I wanted more of him. Which is
honestly fine, because I feel like there's a lot going on in this movie with like Namor and Riri Williams, and just like it's a lot of new people. So
yes, we have Riri Williams as well, aka Ironheart. What do you think of the Ironheart suit? I thought it was a little too smooth, and it reminded me of a Transformer.
Yeah, I mean, the LED screen face is a little
much.
I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't really want it just to be like a carbon copy of Iron Man.
Me neither.
I really don't. And I feel like I know that in the comics it basically is like a instead of like red, it's like magenta or something like that. But
something like that.
I feel like with Armor Wars, which apparently she might very well be in. We're probably going to end up getting to that suit.
That would make sense, I think.
Yeah, but also, I like the big like back jetpack boosters that kind of are like form a shape of a heart.
Yeah, don't forget also that she is going to have her own series called Ironheart as well, coming.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Next year, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Next year, wow. They had to basically. This show was to introduce her to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, pretty much.
In a wider sense. Yeah. And it was... What did you think of, honestly? Did you feel shoehorned? Because, like, all of a sudden it's a 16-year-old girl, like, inventing this type of thing?
No, I'm fine with it, because, I mean, like, we've been introduced to, like, smart people before, like Spider-Man, but, true. I mean, Riri's obviously on a whole different level.
I want to know how, like, the government got in contact with her to make that detector also.
I feel like she might have just made something in like high school or whatever, and they just went like, all right, we'll keep her in our books, I guess, for future reference.
Yeah.
Because basically she is the inventor of like the vibranium finding machine, pretty much.
And it doesn't seem that she knows it's being used, or at least to me it doesn't seem like that.
No, she has no idea. Like, no, she probably goes like, oh, that was just like a side project.
No, yeah, probably. I feel like Martin Freeman and Julie Louis-Dreyfus are wasted in this movie.
Yeah, they're just kind of there for
Thunderbolt stuff. Thunderbolt
not
stuff?
not even Thunderbolt stuff. When like she kind of broke into his house.
Oh, right.
I was half expecting like Walker to just like bust in and like knock out Agent
what's his name?
Agent Freeman.
Everett Ross. Ross.
Ross. Yeah, Everett Ross. Yeah, I expected like the U.S. agent to just be part of it as well, but it's like no.
You know what I just realized is that Ross is it's the same last name as General Ross.
Thunderbolt Ross, yeah.
I don't think that there's a relation though, right?
No, I
don't think that those characters have any relation.
We've never thought about that before because I've always thought as Everett is like the one white dude from the first Black Panther movie, and that's like where my brain goes.
That's exactly what it is. Also, if people were wondering where Bakari was, I think that's what his name was. He was he couldn't be there for the filming of this because he was filming Nope at the time.
Yes, that's right.
I hope I'm saying the name. I remember the name right. I feel bad if I did. Yeah. But the guy from Nope, he was really good. It was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And hang on, let me see what else there's. They also say, okay, Angela Bassett as Queen Ramonda. Beautiful performance.
Yeah. Brought the A game.
Oh yeah.
I got when she demotes Okoye, like, or exiles Okoye.
That scene.
For failing, like, yeah. I'm just like, I'm not. It's like under any other circumstances, this action would be dumb. But I'm just like, nope, this is completely justified. I'm not even mad.
Yeah.
Like she's had enough.
She's had enough.
She's done with it. Like she's lost one kid. She might be out to lose another.
Exactly. I have lost everybody. I will not lose another. I need her found now. You fucked up. Bye.
Yeah. Go find her. And which ends up with Okoye, I think, bringing in or finding God, what's her name? Nakia.
No, it was actually Ramonda that finds Nakia in Haiti. Yeah,
right. That's right.
Queen Ramonda then is also pretty badass in her own ways that when she saves Riri Williams from drowning.
Yeah, from the drowning. Yeah, that was like.
And then that led to this whole thing has been spoilers, by the way. Sorry, people.
Oh yeah, by the way, yeah. I mean,
we kind of I wrote down the things we need to talk about, but we kind of didn't follow it well. I think
we're trying to flow through it. So I guess starting now, big spoilers.
Yes. If you don't know already, Namor is still alive at the end of this.
Yeah.
The final battle is okay. I was not fond of the final battle.
I was kind of all over the place. I appreciated the fact that one of the venue was like in the desert, which is kind of unique, but
definitely different.
Some of the cinematography I feel was interesting, but it didn't really come off as well as they would have hoped.
Yeah, I think sometimes it was just a little too much extra movement, even with the fish people.
Yeah,
it's happening, and there was too much happening. Also, just on one rigged ship at a time. You've got the Jabari that are holding up the Dora Milaje. I'm remembering all these names surprisingly, and then you got the beam the sonic beam that's supposed to be making their hearing bad, and then, except for one of them that can go and attack it.
Yeah, Namora just goes. It doesn't bother me.
They say that in this ship is like the whole population of like Wakanda, and I'm like, there's no way all of Wakanda's there.
No, it's not. Maybe like the army.
Yeah, maybe that makes sense.
But yeah,
I would say also that. Oh, it's not clear at all where the heck it is that in the ocean. By the way, that the thing is
yeah.
It? I don't think so.
Well, it's near a desert. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, it doesn't say. I have no idea.
It's just it's somewhere in Africa or on the coast of Africa, really.
Yes,
that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We see Namor's strength. Holy crap!
Yeah,
as M'Baku put it, like as strong as Thor and the Hulk.
Yeah, and M'Baku knows because it's just like he
gets punched.
The club. The club breaks, and it's like, oh no.
Mm-hmm.
and just one punch straight through M'Baku's arm. He's like, oh, what the fuck?
There's no way.
What the hell?
And let's just say when Ramonda tries to go and save Riri Williams at one point before, sadly we see that it's unsuccessful.
Yeah, Riri makes it, Ramona does not.
I was very surprised by that personally. Like I really did not see that coming.
Yeah, and it's just the whole this whole film is just like the beginning of Endgame, where everyone just goes, well, now what? It's the whole film.
Kind of. It's very somber and sad. It's a very big whiplash from She-Hulk.
Oh yeah.
In terms of moods and energies and feelings coming from the MCU.
Yeah. Which actually, after the death of Ramona and another funeral, which it leads to Shuri realizing, like, okay, we actually need the Black Panther.
Exactly.
And so she actually invents the flower.
I was gonna say that well, originally what they were saying is that because of T'Challa's death, that Black Panther was dead too, because of the events of the first movie. They burned all the other flowers.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, Killmonger burned them all. So what Shuri actually does is she uses part of the herb that gave Namor's people their powers to reconstruct the Black Panther herb.
I think also using some of the DNA that was in his body. Some of T'Challa's DNA, mixing that in as well. And she drinks it and goes to the ancestral plane, which is not in... Because, okay, so T'Challa's ancestral plane was in... a nice field.
Yeah, with all of her field, outdoors... stuff like things like that, and he saw his father.
When Killmonger went to the ancestral plane, he went back to his apartment when he was a child and saw his father.
Yeah, and talked with his father. Shuri ends up in the throne room, and this is literally the best part of the movie. The best shot, the best camera shot in the whole movie. And it's like, she thinks, it's gonna be Mom on the throne. Pans around, and it's Killmonger. Mm-hmm. It's like, damn it.
Yeah,
right. Which, thinking about it, and given Shuri's mental state at that point, it makes perfect sense, because it's like she's overwhelmed by the new power and responsibility, and badly wants revenge against Namor.
They say that sometimes the problem with the MCU villains can be sometimes you'll agree with them, and a lot of people agreed with Eric Killmonger, even though he wanted to do it by force, which is obviously, you don't want to fucking do that.
Wanted to do it via a worldwide race war.
Mm-hmm. Which,
yikes.
Yeah. And, I think that was one of the things that sometimes pulls people to want characters to even survive and live. I've been seeing some people say that they wish that they had kept Killmonger alive because of this. Almost like that they could have been better, or been a good next Black Panther because of that. I'm just like, no, not really.
No,
it wouldn't have worked.
Absolutely not.
Good character,
but. I mean, Michael B. Jordan steals the show pretty much in this scene, and
he does.
He just goes to Shuri and just goes, "All right, who do you want to be? Do you want to be a big hero? Or do you want to take care of business like me?"
Mm-hmm.
And Shuri kind of starts to go down the route of taking care of business, which even the new Black Panther suit, which I think is okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think is perfectly fine. But what I like about it is how it kind of is parallel to Shuri's journey from nearly being consumed by revenge, because if you look at her suit and the Killmonger Black Panther suit, they're remarkably similar.
I was gonna say they are
black and gold,
yeah,
same color scheme almost, with
and some of the dots
maybe a little more
her
ornamentation.
Yeah, the dots that also appear on the armor also appeared on her when they were doing the that ceremony in the first movie too, at the waterfalls.
Mm-hmm.
With the fighting. It's a mix of all the different culture and style. They were, I forget where they were exactly when she makes their grand appearance as the Black Panther. It was after the invasion.
It's in the Jabari tribe throne room.
Yes, that's where it is.
With M'Baku.
Yeah, because that's where it was most safe apparently.
Yeah.
Or at least at the time.
And Shuri just goes, right, we're just going to kill all of them.
Yeah. What did you think?
And we're like, whoa, wait a second. Hold on. Yeah, she genuinely, she almost went, full villain, which is actually, she's actually a little scary.
Yeah.
At certain points in this movie.
Definitely. With her, she comes out of the plane and she just punches something immediately. It's like, okay, it worked.
Yeah, and Riri looks at that, it's like, damn, can I get some of that?
Yeah, she did.
By the way, I mean, Riri actually brought some pretty decent laughs, honestly.
Yeah. What was it? Namor wanted to kill her. Also, that's the big.
Namor wanted to kill Williams because she invented like the vibranium
detector, not caring how that she's a child,
which is threatening to reveal the location of his kingdom to the entire world, and he just doesn't want any human involvement whatsoever.
No, he does not. No. But it's gonna happen. We know it's gonna happen.
Yeah, and even Namor knows that.
But I don't know if I have much else to say.
Yeah, I mean, let me look through my notes here just to make sure. Oh yeah, the Midnight Angel suit, or it's just,
I was about to say that.
I don't like it, man. It's ugly. Yeah. Even Okoye calls it ugly.
Twice.
Yeah, twice. She's like, I am not getting in that thing. Mm-hmm. But it's like, she does. Yeah, she ends up doing it. I mean, I don't know why it being blue kind of doesn't sit right with me. I feel like it should be like the guard color, which is like orange. I think that would fit a little bit better.
Oh yeah, for the rest of the Dora Milaje. But I guess that makes sense to kind of keep it apart though too, in its own thing. Yeah,
definitely, because Okoye is no longer part of the guard.
Yeah, exactly. She gets sadly let go.
That's true. The last bit of the final fight where Shuri dries out Namor by using the backblast of the ship's engines. Mm-hmm. Pretty creative.
Yeah.
Namor's back got blown out harder than T'Challa backed out Nakia's. So. Ayo. I told you it was 69 episodes.
That's a character name also. I just realized you said Ayo and
then like Ayo, but yeah. At the end, the mid-credits scene, we got revealed T'Challa has a kid.
Mm-hmm. Has a son.
Toussaint. Yeah, with Nakia, who they decided to keep secret because like they didn't want the kid to have the pressure of like becoming like a member of the royal family and eventually becoming king. They wanted him to live a nice normal life. And that's good. And I want the name of this the actor that plays this kid, Toussaint, aka his Wakanda name is T'Challa. His actor is named Divine Love Konuda Sun. That's a great name.
That's a great name.
I looked up who played him because I'm like, is this Chadwick Boseman's kid? Like, I didn't know anything if like he had any kids or not, but it's like, okay, no, this is just a kid actor making his debut actually.
Oh, can I just say also, I really like the, I guess, Mayan name or the more ancient name for Namor too, the Kul Khan.
Yeah, it's especially when M'Baku says it.
Whenever he says it, it's so cool.
Anything M'Baku says is cool.
Who is this fishman? The fishman with the power of Thor and the Hulk.
We need more M'Baku in our lives.
Hope that didn't sound terrible. I'm sorry if it did. Friends, no, I did not. You know I didn't mean to. I say that I do it all with it. I do it with fun.
I'm trying to think. Soundtrack is still good. Yep. Soundtrack is still good. I like how you've got like different themed music for the two tribes. Wakanda's music is kind of known now with like the drum beats, and then that, and then the Namor's tribe, which has like with the throne room scene where he's like assembling the troops and the chanting starts. It's like, I
gotta say, I didn't like the city. They need whenever Namor gets his own movie, they're going to need another whole other type of establishing shot where they show off what that city of Taluk looks like. Cause it looked like, and I get that it's from Shuri's point of view and that Shuri is looking from this like suit, but why did it have to be that the camera had to look like it had like a veil of Vaseline on it?
Yeah, it wasn't like super vibrantly lit.
It really wasn't. It was very dark.
I guess because it was like underneath like an underwater cave and whatnot, so there wasn't a lot of light poking through until we got to like the center part of the city, which is like Namor's like, I brought the sun to my people. This is what I want to protect, which was a nice scene, but it's like I feel like I'm seeing the city, but it's like I can't see what's going on.
Exactly. I just know there's people there. It's an infinite army, possibly. Yeah. Didn't see a whole lot of built up also in Wakanda itself, to be honest.
No.
But that's just me. I don't think that there's much else to say. I liked the movie in the end. It's carried a lot by the emotions of missing Chadwick Boseman, but I think it still then sets its own self. They're two different movies. You can't compare. I can't say which is better or worse, the first one or the second. Mm-hmm. Just totally different stories on how they work out. But good and worth watching, worth checking out, I will say.
Yeah, definitely good.
And hopefully what should be good also in about 2 days will be AEW Full Gear.
Yes, sir.
All right. We only have 11 matches announced right now.
So far, hopefully it stays that way.
It's going to go up to 13, 14. I can guarantee that. At least they pushed the Eliminator tournament off the card. They pushed the finals off the card. Sucks that it's going to happen next week. But now we have got 11 matches to go through for now for this card. And we're going to go from the bottom up, I'd say. That sounds about right?
Yeah.
Look at the listing. So currently on the pre-show. I want my belt back.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I know I don't have the same chair as usual to hang it on anymore, but I will get a new chair soon. So starting off with the pre-show, Brian Cage is set to face either Lance Archer or Ricky Starks in an AEW World Championship Eliminator Tournament semifinals match.
Man, I hope Ricky doesn't get involved in this, because it's like, leave that poor man's neck alone. He's had enough.
He gets injured a lot. Like,
he gets his ass kicked a lot.
He really does. Like, even as FTW champion, he got his ass kicked a lot.
Yeah.
So with that said, it's gonna between Brian Cage and Lance Archer.
Okay.
Against Ethan Page.
Oh, man. I would like to see MJF get thrown around a lot, and I'm trying to figure out, I think Brian Cage might be a little bit better at that, but I think Lance Archer might be a safer option.
I was going to say the opposite, honestly, but I think you're right, actually. Lance Archer is actually the safer option. It's just that the way we'll see him get thrown around, it will look a lot harder than the way Brian Cage will throw him around.
Yeah.
But can I see MJF beating Lance Archer?
I mean, yeah.
I don't know if I can, honestly. I really don't know if I can.
It's MJF.
Maybe he could win. If not, I mean, I could see him definitely beating, like, Ethan Page or Ricky Starks. Maybe Brian Cage, but Lance Archer, I can't see it without it cheating. Which, I don't know. I guess he's going to be a cheating champion. I don't know. Is MJF babyface or heel? I don't know anymore.
MJF is MJF. He's the biggest star. That's all that matters.
I guess you're right. That's fair. All right. Well, I'll guess I'll pick Brian Cage. I'll pick Brian Cage.
All right, Cage. All right, so if we're going from talking about two big men to three big men, the TNT Championship, Wardlow will be defending against Samoa Joe and Powerhouse Hall in a triple threat match.
Oh, this is so good.
Christ. God almighty, protect the poor ring.
Protect
the paper's gonna start, and like by the end of the first match, the ring's gonna collapse.
I mean, there's no way this is the first match, personally, but after this match, it probably will collapse. I mean, the ring also needs to kind of stay up. It's got a cage match later.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that I don't know if I don't want to see Wardlow's reign end yet. I just don't. I mean,
champion. But Wardlow has had not a lot of big direction, not a lot of clear direction as champion.
No.
But except that he's like, I will take on all comers. There was something going on with when he was tag team with Samoa Joe, which was fun.
But then they just suddenly ended that because he was like, no one's tough enough to beat me. No one's going to stand in my way. And Joe's like, well, maybe I'm going to be tough enough to stand in your way. And
yeah, Samoa Joe's like, excuse me?
It was like, but you guys were just friends like last week. Why is it suddenly change like that? I mean, I get it. Like, he's saying stuff like it's a big statement like that, but he doesn't mean to hurt you, Samoa Joe. Come on.
Yeah. Samoa Joe's like, man, my feelings are hurt.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm tough too. Yeah. I'm the Ring of Honor TV champion.
Mm-hmm.
You're the champion of a company that doesn't have a television show yet.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of people that weren't on television, the Death Triangle will defend the AEW World Trios Championships against the returning Elite.
Yes. Everyone saw this coming from a mile away because, Punk's not coming back. No
way Punk's coming back. There's no way.
Yeah.
TikTok.
So, I've been enjoying all the packages of the Elite being unsnapped from existence.
Only for them to be obviously coming back, because there's no way that it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, of course. So, I mean, I guess we're just going to pick up right where we left off with the Elite as the Trios champions.
Yep. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. And honestly, like, Death Triangle, like, was kind of, like, not a thing until the Trios titles.
Hey, yes, they were.
Well, I mean, like, they stopped being a thing because of, like, the pandemic happened and Pac got, like, stranded.
Yeah, that's
for, like,
true.
months. And only recently, they only brought them fully back together because the Elite had to go away for a while.
Oh, no, remember they had that whole rivalry with the House of Black? And now the House of Black is gone?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Jesus.
Remember they didn't have Ray Phoenix, so they brought in Eric Redbeard?
I don't remember that.
Right? That was like in the beginning of this year, man.
Oh, God.
I know.
All right, I'll have to look
Redbeard took the pin.
I don't remember that.
Redbeard just was brought in to take the pin.
Yeah, so the Elite are taking the belts back from Death Triangle, who's been keeping them warm, right?
Yeah, basically. And I think Death Triangle had a nice reign, though, with it. At the same time, they had some good matches to defend against, and they had some good opponents even as singles when they were up against, too. And hey, from this, Pocket was the first ever double champion in AEW history. Good for him.
That's true.
Good for him.
True. Yeah.
You know what? And you know also, Pac, I want to see him face MJF.
That would be good.
That'd be a fucking amazing match, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if Pac was in this Eliminator tournament, which I think he would have won it. He might have lost to Lance Archer, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this is going to the Elite.
Yeah.
Now, we have a steel cage match between Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy Jack Perry.
Yeah. Yeah, because Christian's still injured.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's just playing the long game and he's actually just faking it.
No,
he's actually still pretending he's in a cast. Like, maybe he's healed now, but he's still pretending that he's injured to avoid Jungle Boy.
That would make sense. But apparently, no, it was like a long injury. It's going to take like months for him to actually get back from it.
Yeah.
But in the sense, though, as they seem to not have many friends with each other's, I'd say, groupings. I don't know. Part of me hopes Marco Stunt comes back and gets involved in this.
I guess.
I don't know.
But I mean, it's a steel cage match in AEW. I mean, they've had good track records with these. Like Cody versus Wardlow was excellent.
True.
I'm trying to think. Was there another one? Oh man,
there definitely has been. Hang on a minute. AEW steel cage matches.
Yeah. What's nice about like there's there's no escaping. Like there's no climbing over the wall to win.
That was yes, it was Wardlow versus Cody, and then it was once again Wardlow, but against Shawn Spears.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and of course Shawn Spears lost.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. It was good. It was a good loss too, and more positive things for Wardlow, which is always good. I don't know who I'm picking. At the last pay-per-view, they were supposed to have a match, Jack Perry and Christian were supposed to have a match, and then Luchasaurus got involved.
Yeah.
Does Jack get his win back?
I actually had my doubts about that one. I don't think so.
I mean, too.
Luchasaurus and a steel cage is kind of a bad combination.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm also like, Jungle Boy has got such reserve. He kicks out of so much shit that he shouldn't kick out of, to be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I don't know. That's the only thing that's key, because he kicks out of way too much. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I just got a notification for something. Quick little side note here. I made a reel of like an impossible map quiz game that you had to follow with my nose. It was based on an old internet game, and I keep getting likes on this reel today from people that I don't know.
Are there people just like searching for
my Instagram
reel?
Maybe the effect. Maybe it's because I just ended also with a fuck you because I fuck up.
Nice.
Or whatever. Luchasaurus. I'll give it to Luchasaurus.
Yeah,
I don't like it,
right.
but I gotta give it to him.
All right, I'll give it to old Perry Boy.
Perry Boy. Okay, I was gonna. Oh, wait a minute.
Yes.
There you go. Next, we got Darby Allin and Sting against
versus versus Jay Lethal and the future AEW World Champion. He's back, baby.
Oh,
Ain't he great?
JEFFJARRETT. Jeff Jarrett.
He's back.
He's back.
He's back, boys. He's back smashing guitars over people's heads, burying Braun Strowman on TV. Life's good.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Jeff Jarrett for AEW World Champion 2024. Pass it on.
Definitely.
It's going down. It's happening. Photoshop him with the belt.
And this whole feud has basically been like, Darby, you're weak without Sting. You don't need... Sting is only holding you back. Darby's holding you back. You're holding each other back. You're doing nothing. And honestly, Sting and Darby win all the time on pay-per-view.
Yeah. They're winning a lot, but it's like, what is it leading to?
Exactly.
Like, I mean, I'm not... Like, I don't know if Jeff Jarrett's saying, like, what is the point of you guys being a team? Like, are they gonna eventually win the tag titles?
They've been together like 2 years now, almost.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like, I'm sure, like, it's cool, but I think that's like by now. I'm wondering if like this is gonna be like the beginning of the split.
That's what I was thinking too.
Like, even if Darby and Sting win, I think we gotta kind of move forward.
Jeff Jarrett is here. He's having to wrestle a match. And he just came off of losing to 72-year-old Ric Flair. Alongside same man, alongside the same tag team partner.
Jay Lethal, yeah, that's right, yeah.
And to think now Andrade's not in AEW, kinda. Or I think he's suspended and injured.
He's dealing with an injury, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely is that, yeah. So I love the fact that, like, what a grifter. Jeff Jarrett leaves WWE, goes and get a massive payday for Ric Flair's last match, and now he's like... he has like actually
it's
like a big office role. He gets a big office role actually.
Yeah, he does. He has a huge.
I think he's in charge of like expanding the business side of things.
Something with global like, talent relations, maybe.
Yeah, promoting. And apparently, like it might be starting to work because their AEW's heading to the UK
London
next year. Yeah. They announced that they're coming to the UK. They're coming to London soon, so that's pretty exciting. For this match, I kind of want to see Jeff Jarrett win.
Yeah, honestly, same.
Yeah, pretty
honestly,
much.
same. Yeah. It kind of should happen. And I'm gonna say Darby Allin betrays Sting then, not Sting betrays Darby Allin.
Yeah, Darby Allin going heel, that would be interesting.
Yeah, it would be. He's such a babyface looking face, but I think he can do it.
Yeah.
Another person just liked my reel. It's never healed from this country. Okay. We have, 6 matches left?
Alright.
And this is going to sound terrible, but I think all of the women's matches are predictable.
Yeah.
So this is going to sound terrible of me and going to sound like I'm just not caring about the women, but trust me, I do. I am very happy that Saraya is back in wrestling. I'm very happy about that. Mm-hmm. I think I got to see her wrestle one time ever live, and it was No, I didn't even see her wrestle. She was acting as a referee.
Okay.
It was WWE Live, and it was, I think, Paige as referee, still teaming with Charlotte and Becky. It was Charlotte defending against Nikki Bella.
Okay.
And that's all I ever saw her live. Very happy that she's back, though. Happy for Saraya. Congratulations. I freaked the fuck out when she returned at what was it? Grand Slam.
Yeah, Grand Slam, yeah.
So she's going to win against Britt Baker.
Yeah, she kind of has to.
Yeah. And do you say the same?
Yeah, I'm going to say the same, yeah.
Yeah. Anything else to add on that?
What do you think Paige Saraya is going to call her finisher? I'm thinking like it has to be something involving night. Like night.
That's what I've heard.
Something.
That's what I've heard. It's going to involve the word night. It's because of her family. It's going to be K and night spelled with a K in front of it for like a knight in armor. The night flash. I don't know.
Good night, bitch, or something like that.
Good night.
I don't know.
Good night, bitch. We won't know until well, I mean, you'll be able to find out because you'll be watching. I don't know. You tell me what Excalibur calls it, and then text me.
Yeah, I will.
But the next match is a match I don't. Because I have no idea. The next match.
This feud sucks.
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
Jade Cargill versus Nyla Rose for the TBS Championship. Nyla Rose.
Jade Cargill's boring.
Yeah.
She got boring. So fast.
She's got to start doing something else.
Exactly, and she's got to lose that belt.
Yeah.
She doesn't.
But it's not going to be tonight. Like, no way. Like, after months of Nyla Rose like stealing the belt in a lame, like, the belt theft storyline. Like, it never works. Like, what's the point of it?
The belt thief storyline? No, it never works. It doesn't.
Yeah. It only works if it's just like a 1-episode thing.
Yeah, really. Or if it's just someone that's really cheeky stealing it, not someone who's serious, like Nyla Rose, I guess. But I guess Nyla Rose is supposed to be serious, maybe not.
Trying to get under her Jade skin, I guess. I don't know. But it's just, it hasn't worked. It hasn't drawn any intrigue, so.
As long as I can, as from my seats, I can hear Vicky Guerrero scream, I'll be happy.
Good lord.
I'm up on the second tier, so yeah. Giving it to Jade Cargill.
Richter scale.
Giving it to Jade Cargill.
Yeah, me too. All right, we need to differ on some things here. All right, this is a good one for. Okay. Yeah, we only differ on the steel cage match, but this is another opportunity for us to differ. The Fatal 4-Way match, or 4-Way match, I guess, for the Ring of Honor World Championship. Chris Jericho defending against Bryan Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli, and Sammy Guevara.
I'm going for the Ocho still, baby.
El Ocho. You're going for Bridezilla?
Yes, Bridezilla, who was revealed. Yes, he was revealed to be Bridezilla last night on or recently on The Masked Singer.
Yeah. So, are we gonna get? Everyone's gonna get in the giant swing.
Oh yes,
that's going to happen. Are we gonna see like Jericho and Sammy both in the label lock at the same time?
No, definitely not.
I bet Danielson can.
Are we going to see Jericho and Sammy have to fight each other?
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, because I think that Bryan and Claudia will fairly fight each other just fine.
Oh, yeah.
But they will gladly work together as well.
Yeah.
When it's necessary. But when it's necessary to fight each other, they'll fight each other.
Yes.
Either way, I think that Chris Jericho is going to take this away with him still because Ring of Honor still needs a television show. So... They need Chris Jericho as champion right now, I think.
It's a compelling point, yeah. But I'm gonna go with Danielson because I want him to win a match.
No, I understand. He should win. And I'd love to see
he should win more big matches.
I think he could. Do you think he could help sell a Ring of Honor TV show with Bryan Danielson?
I mean, if you have Chris Jericho, you're gonna sell the show.
Exactly. I don't know with Bryan Danielson is the problem because he's as much as I love him, he's a small boy.
Yeah, but I think like the main focus will be Jericho versus Danielson. Again. Oh god.
Oh god, again. You're
again.
Right.
Damn it. They can't get away from each other.
They really can't. It's like been 3 times in 1 year.
Yeah, pretty much. Over the span of like 3 months.
I can't believe still. I jokingly said in the car, guys, wouldn't it be awesome though if Chris Jericho did win the belt?
You brought this upon us.
I did.
What have you wrought, man? On the world.
I was like, come on, that'd be awesome. And you know what? I will say this: he's been putting on banger matches, banger after banger.
Jericho's great.
Every time he seems to have a dip in character, people seem to not like him. He's right back.
He finds it again.
Oh, that's why he's my favorite.
Yeah,
Fozzy baby. I'm wearing a Fozzy shirt now.
Yeah.
So yeah, who are you going with?
I'm just gonna go with Danielson. Yeah.
Oh, okay then.
I'm easy.
Fair enough.
All right. So next, we got the one-on-one match for for essentially at this point the AEW Women's World Championship. I don't care if they're
interim.
I know it's the interim championship at Toni Storm, but at this point, Toni Storm is the real women's champion. Like,
yeah,
Thunder Rosa ain't coming back.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure, but it's just like, I mean, come on, like, do people want her back?
I have no idea, honestly. I've heard mixed things about her backstage. I've heard, but she's also really good in person. I met her in person. She was really nice.
Okay.
Personally. But I will say, I bet, I do have a feeling that she could be very much all about herself. I know that her and Britt Baker are, like, actually not friends in real life. Like,
oh, yeah, absolutely.
So.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But yeah, I mean, Toni Storm. Yeah. And when we got Toni Storm versus Jamie Hayter, this match is going to be really good.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited for this one.
Who do I think is going to win, though?
I'm kind of rooting for Hater.
I'm rooting for Hater too. I'm going to be cheering for Hater, but I think it's going to be Tony Storm, honestly, just retaining it.
Yeah.
I'm picking Tony. It's still Tony time.
Yep. Although it would be great if like Hater actually wins and then Thunder Rosa comes back. Hater still beats Thunder Rosa.
Fuck yeah, that would be, because that would validate Tony's
title. And then Hater looks over at Britt like, that wasn't hard. Like, what happened to you? Like, how'd you lose to her?
That was easy. And then Britt, and then that leads to their rivalry.
Of course, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, was Jamie even like that high rated right now, or is it just the fact that she was like beloved by the people? Like, wait a minute.
I think people have really gravitated towards her in the past like few months, I think.
Something that makes me very sad. I think power ranking is done. And rankings are done in AEW.
They're not posting anymore?
I went to their website, and the last time they posted about power rankings was for the Wednesday, August 31st Dynamite.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Kind of upsets me a little, to be honest.
Yeah. They've thrown away their ranking system.
Which was like the thing that that threw in a lot of people. I don't know. So yeah, Tony Storm. You picking who? Jamie?
Yeah, I'm picking Hater.
Okay. The Acclaimed, top of the chain, and I bet you know the name. Scissor me, daddy.
No, I'm sorry. You mean The Acclaimed
have arrived.
There we go. Okay, versus Swerve in Our Glory for the third time. I don't know what the fuck they do for this third match. I have no idea what they've got planned.
All three matches the other two matches that they've had have been really big bangers, long matches too, like surprisingly long and surprisingly just awesome.
Oh yeah,
awesome matches. And Swerve beat Bowens this week on Dynamite.
Yeah, it's been... Have you noticed that a lot of these champions have been getting pinned lately on TV?
I think I noticed it. Wait, who else got pinned?
It's a problem.
Wait, who got pinned recently? Also,
well, like you just said, Bowens, and I was following this What Culture guy, Michael Sidgwick, on Twitter.
Yeah. Oh,
and they covered Dynamite.
I just realized in the tag team match from this week, also the Sammy and Jericho against Brian and Claudio, Jericho tapped out.
Yeah.
Jericho
in a tag match. Yeah, this is like a really worrying like trend. I thought that like WWE does this constantly because they just don't care. Mm-hmm. But AEW like really should be as presented themselves as the company where they really care about wins and losses actually mattering.
Yeah.
And everything being significant, and it's like, don't book your champions to lose on free TV. Like, it's not a good look.
Mm-mm. Do you know how long it's been since Roman Reigns has been pinned?
Like 2 years.
3 years.
3 years, right?
2019 was when he was
like
last
pre-pandemic.
pinned.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was I think it was pre him having cancer again.
Yeah.
No, wait, that's 2018. That's 2018. My bad.
2018. Yeah.
My bad. Yeah, because
2019. I think he lost to Corbin at some point. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're right because he had
they feuded for like 6 months.
Yeah. All right. Oh, right. That was a feud. I forgot about that. And they led the all around the baseball stadium thing.
Yep.
They eventually won. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm saying the Acclaimed retain. They're kind of the biggest tag team in wrestling right now.
Yes.
Probably the best. Probably the biggest in wrestling.
We can move on to what other tag team matches do you want to see against the Acclaimed? I mean, FTR is the big one.
Mm-hmm. The Young Bucks again, I guess, but it's champion.
Yeah, you could do the Young Bucks. Hell, you could just do Sting versus Darby.
The Hardy Boys. No, I'm sorry, Jeff.
I mean, Jeff, I haven't heard anything bad from Jeff.
It's been 5 months now.
Okay.
So who knows? That's just me throwing out a wish. Matt Hardy's not even on this pay-per-view, I just realized.
No.
Is he
Orange Cassidy's not on this pay-per-view either.
No, Private Party would be a good match.
A Private Party, that would be fun between those four, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I know that they're trying to get Private Party and Matt Hardy back together actually now, which
Why? Why are we still stuck on the Hardy family office stuff? I don't get it.
Because they're trying to end that office stable thing. The whole storyline got fucked up because Andrade had to go punch Sammy for real.
Well, yeah. Well, here's the thing. Just end it. Just don't mention it on TV anymore. That's all.
Yeah, I guess
you can just drop it. You don't have to. Not everything has to have a big conclusion.
You're right.
And if someone asks someone, Matt Hardy, like I'm sure, come up with this thing of like, it's like, oh, I just declared bankruptcy. Wait, broke Matt Hardy.
I think so.
Broke and no, forget it.
Maybe. Oh, I just got it. Took a sec.
Yeah.
Well, let's go on from.
Yeah, we got one match left between John Moxley and the devil himself, MJF.
Yep.
Maxwell
The
Jacob
devil
Friedman.
himself. Yep.
Fuck him. Fucking. I hate him.
He's the best, though.
I hate him.
He's better than you, and you know it.
I hate you. Just use that very well.
You don't know it. Everyone knows it.
I know it. MJF, as much as I hated him this time ago, he is going to save AEW. That is my belief. And even so...
He's going to rub in everyone's faces. He's going to be so good.
Yep.
Now, here's the thing.
It has to be Eddie Kingston that beats him for it eventually.
Oh, yeah.
That's my opinion.
That could be good. Eddie Kingston. Right? Yeah. I mean, here's the thing with, like, it all feels all but inevitable at this point. MJF, he has to win, technically.
Definitely.
But I genuinely do wonder, and I've been sort of going back and forth about this. It's like, can there actually be a scenario where he actually loses? And I think so, yes. Like, he has kind of come across a little bit as a babyface at times. Not all the time. He's still a jerk. But he kind of strikes some people as someone who could be a genuine good guy at some point.
Possibly.
I wonder if, like, this could lead to him, you know, losing here and eventually trying to become a babyface and trying to do things the right way. And that's how he eventually wins the belt.
In some ways, I don't know if I can see that happening because he's just been such a despicable, evil bastard throughout every town he goes to.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know.
But at the same time, people are cheering him.
I don't know. It's funny knowing that we saw him at this exact same place, literally Rip on New Jersey.
Yep.
And now I'm going to go there again to see him perform and win the belt.
Yes.
I'm very conflicted. I know I'm picking him because I know he's going to win it, and that's how they're going to keep him in the company.
I'm picking him too. Well, here's the thing. And Moxley is bulletproof.
Oh, he is. Yes.
So he can win and lose a title as many times as God intends.
Hopefully, the next time he wins the AEW title, it won't be surrounded by a bunch of drama.
A bunch of bullshit, yeah.
Exactly. Like his second and third reigns both were.
Yeah. And his first title reign because of the pandemic.
Oh my God, you're right.
He won it, and then the world shut down.
Oh, you know,
literally a month later, amazing.
I can't yell and blame him though, at least because like I think that same year he still like topped the PWI 500 or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. So, he was the best thing going in wrestling in 2020, hands down.
Yeah, and I think right before that, what was it, Jericho the year before that with him?
Yeah, Moxley beat Jericho for the world title.
Yep. And hey, I gotta say, it makes sense why Roman Reigns is on top right now. It just makes sense. God, he's just so good.
Absolutely. And Rollins is back on his
bullshit, just like
back at the top of his game.
Rollins is in the I don't give a fuck anymore type of phase of his career for me. That's what it seems to me, because his entrance is like everyone chants it, everyone sings it, and he's like comes to the ring with a jig to it, like every step.
He's just having the best time, and it's like all of his outfits, like you look ridiculous.
Oh, but he makes it work so well. He makes it work so well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's all though. Moxley is gonna fuck. I've actually noticed WWE's been posting a lot of clips that include him. Like they've been posting old Shield.
Yeah, the Shield's like anniversary, like 10th anniversary of the Shield.
Oh.
They debuted at the tail end of 2012.
I saw the hashtag recently. It was hashtag Rollins Reigns 10.
Yeah, that's right.
No Ambrose.
No Ambrose.
No,
they've talked about the Shield in general.
Yeah. They have.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and so for MJF, I mean, like, what babyface opponents do we got? I mean, we got Jungle Boy.
We have the other four pillars.
Yeah, we could Darby Allin. We could have Ricky Starks.
Ethan Page.
Okay.
Whoever wins that tournament.
Anthony Bones would be good. Keith Lee would be good. Again, Danielson.
Kenny Omega.
Hangman Page. Omega.
Oh, Hangman versus MJF. That'd be a good one. Yeah. That'd be a good pretty rematch.
Good. And people are going to froth over the mouth over the reminder of when Bret Hart was out there to show off the AEW World title.
Oh.
Hangman was going to be in contention for that, and MJF just came out and just outclassed everybody with his promo skill. Like right then and there, and made Hangman kind of look bad.
I remember that. Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, not much has changed.
Nope.
Between those two, I don't think so. I mean, Hangman's gotten a lot better.
I think the only thing that's changed is that Hangman has a baby and MJF is not a scum single guy. He's good. He's engaged now. I don't know. It's a personal life type of shit.
Yeah. I mean,
not wrestling.
But MJF said on Twitter, ladies, just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score. You can hit me up.
Oh.
You don't care.
Oof. He's playing him. He's playing him so well. He's playing him like a fiddle.
Yes.
And I think it's time that we fiddle ourselves out of this. Because I think we got just a few things left to talk about and do. I did not fill out this at all.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I did not fill out what I did in terms of what are we gaming.
Jared, were you gaming?
I don't think I gamed since I got that Mars Shadow last week. Honestly, live on stream. Yeah, I haven't really done it, but
no.
I was about to play.
Unfortunately, I don't have any gaming to note either.
I bought my girlfriend God of War for her birthday.
Oh, wait, Ragnarok, the new one, or
the new one, of course, the new one.
Okay, Ragnarok. Yeah, I've seen a little bit of Ragnarok.
Shout out to her.
It looks really good. I need to play the first God of War game.
I need to play it
because it's like $10 on PlayStation Store.
Oh,
I think at this point.
Jeez, yeah, get it.
I've seen it go for pretty low. So.
Mm-hmm. I've watched gameplay of it. I think I got up to the part where the world serpent's there or something. Sorry for the spoiler. Big snake. But that's all for the what are we gaming? Because we didn't game. We didn't game enough.
No. What I watched all of the episodes of Transformers Earthspark, which is the new show.
How did you like it?
It's really good. I'm a big fan. Like, I went in there kind of like sort of neutral. I'm just like, okay, let's see what this is. And my God, I'm actually pretty impressed. I won't go into like spoiler details, like major ones, but essentially, I just have a few thoughts on it. The new Transformer characters, Twitch and Thrash, the sort of the Earthborn Transformers, they're A+. They're great. They're really entertaining. Twitch is just being like really entertaining, like competition junkie is pretty good. I like how they're actually I like how they're bonded to they have like an emotional connection to like the kids through like the gauntlets and through like they don't share the same like heart, but they have like a spiritual connection. And it actually plays in the story a little bit. I do hope Twitch and Thrash like continue to appear in different media going forward. Like even like the live action movie, if they continue to do those, I want to see like versions of those two would look like. The character reinventions are great. Soundwave is awesome. I like how they even included his cassette bots actually.
Cassette bots?
From like, because the original Soundwave turned into like a cassette player.
Right.
And he would have little minions that would shoot out of his tape recorder chest from cassettes that would turn into various different robot modes. And they actually, like, they still turn into cassettes. And one of the kids goes like, what even is a cassette? Like, because it's like, oh God. Yeah, the writing of the show is very much, it's definitely sort of in tune with the fan base, but it's not super referential. Like, there's not a lot of in-jokes.
That's good, I guess.
So yeah, so they find the writing, I think, strikes a good balance and also has a pretty good sense of humor. Bunch of cute little things. Oh yeah, I think one of the most interesting is that Megatron and Optimus, and they're working together with this human like organization called Ghost, which is they are working together to round up like rogue Decepticons causing havoc. And Megatron and Optimus have a conversation about like why it's like, okay, Megatron's like, all right, the war is over. Why are we still imprisoning Decepticons like they're prisoners of war? Like, this is not okay. This is not rehabilitation.
Wrong.
This is just imprisonment. They do. It's really fun to see Megatron and Optimus actually kind of forming a positive relationship again. For once, because they've always fought for every single show except for this one, which is really nice. The last thing I'll say, I think the fight scenes have been super impressively animated, especially the opening one for the last episode, including Megatron grabbing someone and then using cannon arm to fire backwards to pile drive someone else from the sky down to the ground.
Holy fuck.
The fight scenes, they're kind of few in the season, but I've been really impressed with them. So Earthspark, if you can track it down, I strongly recommend it. It is on Paramount Plus, so it's another streaming service, but there is more coming. I think there's 16 more episodes coming soon, and then on top of it, there's another season that's already been greenlit. So
hell yeah.
Yeah, so super good.
Nice.
That's what I've been watching. What about you?
Me, I have been catching up on Andor.
Oh yeah, I need to still do that. I'm going to do that this week.
The season finale comes out next Wednesday. I don't know how they're ending it here at this point, because it seems like there's still a lot more story to tell.
Yeah.
Or just to continue to go. I don't know if I'm loving it. I don't know if I'm loving it.
Yeah, Andor's kind of a low-key kind of show.
It's very slow. Yeah, it's and how it does, it's like, and it's slow and drawn out.
Yeah.
But I definitely think I enjoy it still. I think I would I recommend it? Yeah, I'd recommend it, definitely. Is it the best Star Wars product? No. Not if you're not looking for anything that's like, I don't know, if you want lightsabers and such, you're not going to be happy.
Yeah.
This is about...
I like that. Here's the thing, I like that we actually have a Star Wars show about like normal people.
Exactly. I mean,
kind of normal people, which is nice.
That's the point. That was the point of Rogue One. That's what people say was one of the best Star Wars movies, until you have the Darth Vader parts, of course. But not even Force users really at all in this show either.
No.
Just people that are living in the Empire post the Clone Wars.
Yeah, and it sucks.
It sucks. Yeah, it fucking
sucks. It's a terrible place to live.
Yeah, and they just take over more and more, and you just gotta steal your way to power. And it's just about people growing tired of the minutia and evil ways of the Empire too. Great castings, I gotta say, great castings, including lots. I forget who does the actress who plays Deidre Morrow. Great job. Great stuff. If I had one other thing to talk about, though, I put it in here as well. I put something else. I said that I rewatched Thor: Love and Thunder. It's just all right. Mainly what I say I'm gonna actually do. I also watch a lot of H3 podcasts still. Sadly, I ended my membership though from their channel, because it used to be that you would get like episodes like a day early, basically. Like, because they used to do a lot more pre-recording, but ever since they had their second child, they do all live streams all the time. And I'm like, I want to watch. The point was to get them free, and like I get to chat in the chat because I am a member, and it's like the chat moves 1,000,000 miles a minute, so it's not even worth it unless you're paying for a comment to be read out. And Which actually was funny once. They were making fun of Jared Leto, and my on-screen name is just Jared, so they were talking about his cult, and I was like, hey, it is I, Jared, join my cult. And they actually read that. That was a fun thing, but I'll never have another moment like that, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You got your shot. You took your shot.
I've had fun moments, and I've enjoyed my time. I'm still watching the H3 podcast. I'm just not paying the $5 a month to be part of their channel and Discord server, and to get an extra podcast. You ever felt overexposed to content? That's how I feel with this podcast. So they put out an episode every single fucking day of the week now, and I don't need that. I need other content.
Yeah, too much.
Exactly, too much from one thing is just. It's just not. You stop enjoying it. Like I skipped an episode that had like an astrophysicist on recently, and I was like, that could have been interesting, but I skipped it. I don't know. They had an episode yesterday though, with Howie Mandel, which was hilarious. Which I don't know if you know about how Howie Mandel accidentally posted a prolapsed anus on TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah. Apparently, he was just looking up gross things, and he made a joke of, when my friend Neil bent over, this happened. Is it COVID related? Oh, and it's a prolapsed anus. It was on TikTok for hours, like half a day. And that was practically half of what they did. And then at one point they got a professional prolapser to do it live for him. They didn't show it live on YouTube, obviously, but for Howie got to see it.
Okay.
It was hilarious.
All right. Yeah.
So that was a fun little torture for that. I enjoyed the H3 podcast still. Teddy Fresh for life. And yeah, that's all I got to say.
I was gonna say, one last thing. I did do a little bit of, because I finally read. I'm halfway through reading Transformers: The Last Spot Standing.
Nice.
It's out. I got the trade paperback, and I guess I'll get the big I've been enjoying it. I'll get the one big negative out of the way, is that it feels like the story is kind of rushed. Because I feel it's only 4 issues. It's a 4-issue miniseries, but I feel like half of it is kind of missing, and it's mainly linked to this one character called Moon. It's this little this rabbit character right here, and he or she, I can't really show, but he or she, like, they basically, the main plot of this is getting towards the end of the Transformers. They're on the verge of extinction. Rodimus is the main character, kind of holed up. He goes to this planet and hides there basically to die until more Cybertronians start to show up. And now Rodimus has to make sure that the town stays safe.
Nice.
While dangerously low. And basically, like, he's on death's door. And pretty much all the Transformers are, because their main energy source is basically gone. So they're on reserves.
Damn.
But this Moon character has, like, basically this whole speech of, it's basically said, is this the world our ancestors gave to us? We were the future, but we were swindled by those that devoured our past. It wasn't our decision that robbed us of our dignity. It was the actions of my generation that left my species on the edge of extinction, desperately moving from planet to planet seeking sustenance, enough to prevent us from dying out, but not enough to maintain basic dignity. Can't relate. That's not parallel to anything in real life. No, sir. But this speech is literally the first thing that this character says. This is something that a character would say after, like, a big realization.
Yeah.
Of, like, this feels like character growth, and we kind of just skip that.
Sorry about that.
Which is super weird. That's all right. How you doing?
Had water go down the wrong pipe.
Oh, yeah. That's unfortunate. I like the art style.
Speaking of some reading, though. Go ahead. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I just got to say something I bought real quick.
Yeah, I saw you carry something. What is that?
A box set that I ordered of the 3 mini comics from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Katara and the Pirate Silver, Toph Beifong's Metal Bending Academy, and the most recent one that came out this year, Suki Alone. Box set of all 3 of these.
Oh, perfect.
Yes, I need to open and still read them because it's still in. So that's all I need to say. Yeah. Go ahead and give me some of your notes.
Yeah. Basically, the main villains of the comic are essentially a ragtag group of remaining Transformers. Most of them having a very interesting common theme throughout them. which I'm not really going to spoil what that is, but when you get to the issue 4, you'll see what it is. And basically, they go around to different planets, and they are taking living populations and turning them into biofuel. They are basically taking them, and like they even say, like, we are Energon, which is like lifeblood of the Transformers and all that. That's gone, and like this is meant to be like the end of the universe, essentially, the end of the Transformers as a whole.
Oh,
so it's like there's
the last one
like
standing.
Literally last bot standing, and the way that this group has managed to survive for as long as they have is they've converted themselves to use biofuel as an essence, which means literally turning living beings into food, essentially cannibalizing them. And they even say like casually, like the leader will just go, it's like, oh yeah, okay, so we're gonna set up the processing plant here, the breeding camp's gonna go here since we need to restock. And it's sick. Like it's really disturbing, honestly, but not in like a sort of like they don't really dwell on it, and it's not like there's nothing graphic being shown. It's like, okay, so this is like how bad it's gotten, and even to the point where like Rodimus looks up in the night sky and he just goes like, where did all the stars go? Oh. What? And like he's like trying to like map out where he is via the stars, and he's like he's like they're all gone.
You know, sometimes I think the Transformers, like with their power problems, would be solved if a lot more of them had solar power.
That's true. Yeah, Yeah, they should all equip solar panels. Yeah,
literally, it's like that would cause them to really be like unstoppable.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, not actually villain, but yeah, that's what my initial thoughts on Last Spot Standing. I'm enjoying it, but it feels rushed, and I feel like that's kind of because this is being published the year where the comic publisher is losing the license.
Oh,
so yeah, well, after like a good 12 years with that's good. So I feel like they kind of had to rush this one out almost.
Speaking of rushing things, I think we got to rush ourselves out of here. We've been on for about 2 hours now.
Yeah, we got to go
under. Yeah. Thank you all so much for being here. This was a fun episode. Great stuff. Jordan, I'll let you take it away, sir.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us here this week. Whether it was watching us live here on twitch.tv/JNJ_SecuriCast or listening to the audio recording of this podcast on Google Podcast, Amazon Music, Audible, TuneIn Radio. We're on Alexa, Listen Notes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Player FM. We're on Samsung Podcasts and Podchaser now as well. And of course, we're always on Podbean at J+J SecuriCast.podbean.com. You can listen to all of our previous episodes.
Don't forget to share the show. Let us know when you're listening on social media. Tell a friend or trick a friend into listening to our show by telling them it's something else, only to find out that we're cooler.
Yes. You can find us on our Facebook page, which is our main source of information for us, facebook.com/JJ SecuriCastPod, and follow us on our Twitter and Instagram at JJ SecuriCastPod as well. Don't forget to follow us on our social medias if you like, which you can find on the top left of our screen right now. If you're just listening to the audio version of the show, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JRyan9000.
It's so hard.
Yes, indeed. And you can follow Autotune over here on Twitter at jgalls1918, Instagram at jgalls15, and on Twitch at twitch.tv/jgalls15.
If you're listening to us on Podbean or Spotify or other audio services, make sure to check us out when we're live on Twitch at twitch.tv/JNJ_SecuriCast. We go live Thursday nights, usually around 7:30, and stay on until around 9. Join us and interact in the conversation. Please feel free to email us with suggestions or kind words at jjsecurecastpod@gmail.com. Thank you to Adobe Stock Music for our intro theme and Purple Planet Music for our outro theme.
And with that, we have locked up this SecuriCast for the evening. Gotta rush out of here. Enjoy Full Gear, everyone. Have a great Thanksgiving. Hopefully this goes out before Full Gear. And Thanksgiving. And I don't have much else to say. I'm tired.
Yeah, me neither.
It's been a long week.
Yeah, it's been long, yeah.
And I gotta go to Full Gear.
Yes.
It's gonna be a long one. So, you're all lovely out there. Let me flip and open this up right, because I didn't even open the music yet. Oops.
Yeah, man.
What?
Yeah, while you're doing that, I forgot to mention...
Go for it.
Rodimus's alt mode in here is actually not his car mode. It's literally like a horse-drawn cart and buggy.
Ooh.
Because in like the old West buggies, like they got like the big tarp over them.
Yeah.
When he transforms into robot mode, it turns into like his cape.
Oh.
Which is like a really
nice
cool
little,
design flourish. Like it's literally like this here.
Transformers with the capes are always more interesting for me for some reason. I don't know what it is.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Capes are just cool.
Yeah, except when you're in
capes.
Except when you're Edna mode, then it's no capes.
Yes.
No capes, and maybe some no music. But that's why we got the music playing right now here for you guys, because we gotta close things out and get out of here. You're all lovely.
Get out of town.
You gotta get out. Have yourselves a good one. I got reading to do. I got editing to do. I got wrestling to watch. I got an anniversary to go do. Because me and my girlfriend are celebrating our 1 year.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be good. Jordan, you got any special Thanksgiving plans other than stuffing your face?
Living through stuffing my face? I don't know.
Good plan.
Trying to live through it. I'll figure something out.
I bet. Hell yeah. Excuse me. Couldn't hold that. Sorry. Have yourselves a good evening. Burps aside, you're all beautiful and wonderful. Bye!
Good night.
Whoop.